Barbara Wisniewska can't imagine life without coal. She's lived in this house near Warsaw for nearly 40 years. And in winter, when temperatures plunge, her coal-fired boiler is what heats the family home.
My hands would be cleaner if I didn't have to use coal to heat my house, but electric heating would be so much more expensive. I couldn't afford it on my salary.
More and more Poles are aware of the problems burning coal entails. After all, the country has more than 30 of the European Union's 50 most polluted cities, according to the World Health Organization. But it's also addicted to coal-fired power plants like this. Last month, the EU agreed a target of net zero emissions by 2050, but with an opt-out for Poland. The EU's Just Transition Fund aims to generate $111 billion over 7 years to help coal-dependent nations and regions move to a green economy. Poland, which relies on coal for 80% of its electricity, is a clear candidate. And things are going in the wrong direction here. In 2017, Poland's total greenhouse gas emissions went up around 4% on the year before. Greenpeace activists say Poland should be doing so much more, and they've staged eye-catching protests like this one against coal imports in Gdansk. While some political parties now talk about phasing out coal by a certain date, previously a taboo, the government's building more coal-fired power plants.
The majority of EU countries already either ditched coal or have very specific coal phase-out plans. If Polish government is not serious about this thing, no government should receive funding if they're still building coal-fired power plants. This is simply irresponsible.
It seems clear Poland will have to change course dramatically and quickly. Some believe its heavy reliance on one energy source could make it easier to take the right decisions.
Because Poland for many years invested only in coal and still we have very old coal-fired power plants, paradoxically we may make now this leapfrog, like invest in the modern technologies. So we need to invest in the new power system, so why not in renewables?
Climate change is already one of the main worries for the Polish public. Moving away from coal use will be expensive, but the EU's funding plan aims to make it as painless as possible. Nadim, Al Jazeera, Warsaw.